Hello everyone, welcome back to Fairly Determined FM with me. My name is Chris. We are continuing our Schalke save. Today we are going to be playing Nuremberg and Hamburger SV. And as you can see, the form since our last two games against Union Berlin and Heidenheim 1846 has been excellent. Until this. A 1-1 draw away at St. Pauli. It took a 94th minute free kick from Victor Palzon to rescue a point. It's really annoying because we were on course to break a Bundesliga 2 win record with this game. We were on 9. If we'd have won this one, it would be the 10th game won in a row, a record that has been held for 30 odd years in Bundesliga 2. So I was really wanting to win. And then, yeah, we just played terribly. There was nothing really to write home about except for Victor Palzon's free kick in the 94th minute, which was brilliant. But we are still top. You know, Hamburger, who were second, also drew their game against whoever it was, Hannover 96. Heidenheim are sneaking up there, 6 points behind us now. So we've got a little bit of competition still, but we're doing well. I've had a bit of a defensive mutiny recently. Dries Wouters came to me and said he wanted more playing time, and I couldn't very well put him ahead of Thor or what's his name, Itakura, because they are playing very, very well. The pair of them, Thor and Itakura, are playing brilliantly. You look at the average ratings over the last 5 games for them and an average rating over the season as a whole. They've been brilliant. Dries Wouters is very much a backup player, and I pointed that out to him, and he was not very happy. So he was complaining, and then I've had 3 of the other sort of senior team members come to me and say that we're not happy with how you've treated him. I told them to be quiet. They said your job's on the line. So it's a little bit hairy at the moment in the dressing room. They're not my biggest fan. So yeah, hopefully that situation doesn't get any worse. Well, time will tell though. He's still not getting the game time because, as I say, Itakura and Thor are playing brilliantly. I mean, Thor's on he's 1 yellow card away from suspension, so maybe Wouters will get some game time. But at this point, I kind of think, bugger you, Dries. I'll play someone else just out of spite. I'll play a striker up there who I don't actually have. And I also had Salif Sane, who I don't know if you remember in one of the very first episodes, I pointed out he's one of our star players, and he's been injured for months. He on the very day that he came back from injury, he came to me complaining about game time, and I pointed out that he's been injured. You've been injured, mate, for months, and he backed down, which is very nice. I dread to think how that conversation would have gone. But he actually should probably be starting, given that he is a star player and he's on 58 grand a week. I mean, I think his contract is up at the end of this year. I don't think I'll be renewing it because that's such a big chunk of cash for someone who isn't really playing that often at the moment. The squad in general, I wanted to talk about the squad in general because the financial situation is dire. You know, even with that massive loan we took out, we're still we're losing money. We're hemorrhaging money in this division. And even if we do go up to the Bundesliga, we're unlikely to stay there because we still won't have the money needed to compete. So I've started looking ahead to the future, and I've pulled in a bunch of players from our youth squad. If I sort this by age, actually. So I've pulled in a bunch of players, including this guy who we've got in on loan for some reason, who was just sitting in the Schalke 2 squad. Is there a Schalke 2 squad? Yeah, Schalke 2. He was just sitting in the Schalke 2 squad for some reason, and he's an attacking midfielder, which is a position that currently we've only got one senior player to play in, that Drexler, who is not playing very well. So I pulled in, I think Aydin was already in, but I pulled in a bunch of players from our youth setup to try and prepare us for that inevitable situation where we might find ourselves back in season after next, provided we go up. You know, if we go up this season, then great. I think we'll probably come back down again, because we just don't have the finances to invest in a competitive squad. So I'm trying to bring through some of these highly rated youngsters, and I'm trying to get them game time in some of these matches. And that's actually what I'm going to do today against Nuremberg, because they're quite low down in the Bundesliga. They're 13th. Given we've got such a cushion, I think I can afford to try and play some of these youngsters. Duisburg have accepted the offer from Schalke for a friendly match. That'll be the winter break, won't it? Because there's a winter break in the thing. Okay, cool. And here is how we're going to line up for the first game against Nuremberg. We've got Farman in goal. Ujan Salafsani is going to get his first start of the season in place of Thor. Itakura next to him, and Ramphel filling out the back line. Paulson and Zalazar in the middle. Rotundo, one of the youngsters, is going to play in this advanced playmaker role that Drexler is woefully underperforming in. City Sane is coming in on the right. Bolter stays out on the left, and then we've got our main man, Rod, who is still scoring goals up front. All right, pump fists. Recent praise is justified. Get them all going. We're at home. We're top of the league against the team in 13th. Should be a walk, right? First highlight of the game goes to us. Ujan plays into Palzon. It goes all the way back to Itakura, though, who's running down that right-hand side. Plays it forward to Sane. Can he get the cross in? Goes back to Ramford. Can he get the cross in? No, it goes all the way out to Palzon. What are they doing? Bolter in and Sane at the back post. Is that going to be given, though? Was he offside? Come on, give me that goal awarded. Give me that sweet, sweet goal awarded. Hey, goal awarded. How tight was this offside? Whoa. I mean, he's onside. He's definitely onside. It's one of the best things I think about FM22 is that there's no longer that sort of... In FM21, you knew that if there was a VAR decision, it was going to be goal disallowed or something, or, you know, offside or whatever. But this one, that you actually get the uncertainty that you get in real life VAR. Is like, is this going to be given? Is it not? Yeah, it's much better. It's much better not being able to just predict the outcome of that process. What have they done there? They've just they've played the horrible ball, and it's 2-1. Oh my word. What have they done there? They played a horrible ball. Nobody ran for it except for City Sane pelting down the line. Look at this. No one's there. Got two of their players just doing nothing. Sane runs onto it, picks it up out wide, knocks it in, and then Rod on the head makes it 2-0 within 20 minutes. Beautiful. We are laughing. We are laughing. We are also knackered if Rod gets injured. He is our only out-and-out striker. It's going to be tough if he picks up an injury. And now that I've said it, it's going to happen. So highlight currently for Nuremberg. They seem to be knocking the ball around quite nicely. Can we pick the ball up? Defend against this? There's not a lot happening. It's just a hopeful punt forward. Are we on that? We are. Rotundo's picked it up. Plays it back to Ramford on the right-hand side. And he's going to go on a little run. Oh, poor pass. Sane lost out there. And he's back again. Sane's picked the ball up. He's going to shoot. He is. Goes wide. Sane is a live wire. What a player he is. We are dominating this game. Nothing much going on. Their best player is their goalkeeper, and I think that says a lot. Let's have a look at the analytical data. Yeah, look, you can see we're pushing them right back. That 4-1-4-1, their striker is so isolated, so it doesn't really matter that we don't have anything going on in here, any covering going on here. I think we need to show everyone that recent praise is justified, put on a real... Well, I mean, they've done that. I'm going to point the finger and say, don't get complacent. They liked it. They like that a lot. We've got 2 bookings, though, and I always get nervous about the bookings because it only takes one stupid decision and all of a sudden we're a player or 2 down. Highlight for us. From throwing, it makes its way back to Palzon, and his forward ball is wasteful. There's no one there to pick it up. And now that's going to give Nuremberg a chance to knock the ball around and maybe mount an attack. Or maybe we're going to grab the ball back and... See, it's very risky, like knocking it around at the back like that. See, and then just a hopeful ball forward to Rod's on it. The highlights I've noticed they go on a lot longer in FM22 than they did in FM21, and there's a lot more turnovers. We've just put the ball over. It feels like there's a lot more turnovers in each highlight. It's not just the highlight starts with this team and then they run forward and they've scored a goal. Right, Palzon is coming off for Latza, I think. Rotundo will give Drexler half an hour. And I think we'll probably make a sub at right back as well to stop that from being a problem. Not going to do any of those. Another highlight. Near the end of the game, 20 minutes to go. Are we going to get the ball back and are we going to put the ball in the net for a 3rd time, or is this going to be the start of a Nuremberg fight back? I hope not. They're just running through. Well, we need to get the tackle in. Put the tackle in. Anyone? Is anyone going to get on this? I don't like that they're having so much easy control of the ball. And he's just slipped in. That's a great chance then. They really should have done better. Oh, we've got Shalanov on the bench, haven't we? Maybe we should bring on Shalanov for Bolsa. In fact, that's a good move. I'll do that, and I think I'll take off Sane on the right and give Fela a go as well. Is that all of my... That is all of my subs. Yeah, I want to do that. Sane's got the ball. Plays it back to Aydin on the right. The ball forward to Drexler, who's just come on. Through into Sane. Back to Drexler. Zalazar to Rod. Over the bar. That's a good highlight. That was a good passing move. Sane making a nuisance of himself. I think Sane's he's done enough to earn at least another start. Maybe not against Hamburger because they're, second in the league or third in the league or whatever it is. I like to ask at the very end of the game, are we going to... Oh, it's a poor pass. It's a poor pass. We should have enough to deal with this. Is that a penalty? I don't think it was, but it might be given as a penalty. I don't think it was. Ooh. Is it? I don't think so. I think it's free kick. Yes, get in. I'll take the free kick. I will take the free kick all day long. I think that's going to just about do it. It is 2-0. Easy. Comfortable. Comfortable 2-0. So that puts us back. We're 9 points clear. We've had this game in hand, but if Heidenheim and Hamburger in their game this week don't get the result, we could go into the second game of this episode 9 points clear. So Heidenheim are playing Karlsruhe. It's not an easy game. Hamburger are at Hansa Rostock, and you would expect them to win that. But Hamburger are quite far away from us at the moment. So a Hansa Rostock win or draw would be great, and then if we could beat Hamburger, then we're bloody laughing. We're just back for the Hamburger game. But in the week in between, Salif Sane, who I was intent on giving some game time to make him happy, to make him feel like he was part of the team and everything, Salif Sane came to me and said that he's considering his options and he's probably going to leave at the end of the season. So Salif Sane can Salif sod off. He is not going to be getting the game time that he's been complaining about, because I'm not going to be playing a player if he doesn't think he's going to be here at the end of the year. Why would I do that? You can take your 58 grand and get someone else to pay it. Owen Walters has had a couple of bids come in, 450k from Standard and 400,000 from Schalke, which in the grand scheme of our horrible, horrible debt problem means very, very little. But it'll be another player not complaining at me that he's not getting the game time he deserves. So you can tell I'm a little bit frustrated by these two. I'm a little bit frustrated by the pair of them. It does leave us a bit light defensively, but we've also got, again, in our youth... Get out of it, Sane. In our youth setup, we've got Florian Flick, who can play at the back. We've got our Abnor, Aliou, Kaminski can play at the back, Campanile, Becker. The team to play Hamburger SV, who are still in second place. They beat Hansa Rostock and Heidenheim drew. So they're both now on 35 points with us sitting on 43. So if we could win this, we will go, numbers, 11 points clear. Yeah, 11 points clear of Hamburger in second place. So I've opted, because we're away and it's a little bit of an important game, I've opted for a tiny bit more of a defensive formation, going for the 4-3-3. And that is Farman in the back, Urjan Thor, Itakura, Ramphel making up the back line. Palzon sitting in the middle as a ball-winning midfielder. Latzer and Zalazar pushing further forward a little bit. Have I got him to be pushing further? I haven't. I meant to do that. Get further forward. Latzer and Zalazar in the middle. Balzer, Chernanov and Tarot up top. Can we get the win that's going to set us up quite nicely going into the winter break? That would be brilliant. If we could be 11 points clear at this stage of the season, I think we're in good stead to make good on my prediction of winning the league. Early stages of the game, nothing much happening. They are playing a 3 at the back. I tried to get 3 at the back working in FM21 and I just couldn't get it to work. It was my Atalanta save. I bought a couple of complete wing backs because I thought it would be. I thought that was how I wanted the team to play in that particular season, but it just couldn't get it to go, couldn't get it to work, and that's how I ended up stumbling on a 4-4-2. Funnily enough, and I'm talking about my Atalanta save because there's nothing going on in this game, nothing at all. We've hit half time, not a single highlight. Brilliant. I'm a little bit wary of changing things and going to the 4-2-3-1 because. Am I wary of doing it, or should I just bloody do it? I think I might just do it, actually. Let's just do it. I'm going to have to Rod. Put him back as a poacher, I think. He was playing very well as a poacher. Chernonov has not played well, nor has Latza. Palzon, none of the midfield was playing well. Thor has played terribly, so we are going to bring on Sane, because as much as I'm disappointed with him, I don't want to run the risk of having a youth player on there in such an important game. Okay, let's see what we can do in the second half. Switching things up is 4-2-3-1. It needs a little bit more top heavy. I mean, a draw here is not the worst. Oh, first half highlight of the game goes to us, hopefully. Itakura there, bringing the ball forwards. Knocks out to Ramphal, through to Chernonov. Is he going to get the ball in? He is. Bolter at the back. Oh, it's just over the bar. Good try, though. So we are just not... None of our team is playing well. It says quite a lot that their three best players are their defenders there. It's a really horrible, horrible game. Like, nothing to write home about from anyone. Let's bring on Aydin for Ranful. Drexler's playing poorly. Chernov's playing poorly. Let's bring on Sane. City Sane comes on. And we'll take off Latza for... We'll put Flick in the middle, I think. Yeah. So that's how many subs was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our 5 subs. So this is it. We'll go, highlight here, free kick to Hamburger. They've hit it over the bar. Let's go balanced. Oh, my light's just run out. It's gone a bit. I think the battery on that has gone. Oh, yeah, crikey, don't flash at me. Coming up to the end of the game, we've had one shot on target, and there's a highlight in the 88th minute. Is this going to be a late winner for us? Probably not, based on that. That was awful. So now that's a chance for them to get the ball forward. They've got a man in the middle if they can find the ball. Or is this just going to fizzle out into nothing as well? No, long shot. Oh, over the bar. Unlucky. Unlucky for them. Could have been their chance. They've been the better team. They've had more of the ball. Oh, my word. A 93rd minute highlight. Is this going to be heartbreak? Tarod's in. Can he do it? He can get in. 15th goal of the season. Simon Tarod in the 93rd minute. I'm going to do a real quick time wasting. Low that. Play for set pieces. Be more disciplined. Do nothing silly. Unbelievable. Where did that come from? That came from nowhere. So Ujan with the throw in. He plays it through to Bolter, who knocks it onto Zalazar, and then Tarod just runs into that open space, takes it round the keeper. 93rd minute. Heartbreak for Hamburger. Glory for Schalke. We are now 11 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga 2. Come on. Get in. Shouldn't overshadow from what was a very, very poor performance overall. But, we got the result despite not being our best, and that is what matters. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Cool. So we've got the international break. We've got friendly. I won't bring in the friendly. I think I will probably come back in February for the third round of the Cup and the home game against Jan Regensburg. We'll be getting into the business end of the season. We're set up nicely as it is at the moment. Hopefully we can continue our winning ways. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I just want to say thank you for all of your support on the series so far. It's been great, and I'm really glad you're all enjoying it. So thank you once again. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Do leave a like on the video, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe so you don't miss any of our Schalke journey. And I'll see you very, very, very soon. Cheers. Bye.